Hello everyone, welcome to another week on the Croft. We had a really lovely response to our last video, so we just wanted to say thank you to everybody who watched it. We got a lot of helpful comments and good advice for dealing with damp in the house, which we really appreciate. There was one technique which was mentioned by a few different people, although they called it different names, like drafting, airing the house, or burping the house. This basically involved opening all the doors and windows for about 5 minutes or so and letting a breeze run through the house to exchange all the indoor air for fresh outdoor air. Some people said that they just do this every now and then, and someone said that they do it every morning and evening. It sounds kind of obvious, but it wasn't something that I'd ever heard before. But I think it seems like a good idea, and I'm going to try it out from now on. This week started off with some lovely sunny weather, so I decided to get out in the garden and cut the grass while it was fairly dry. We're lucky that the previous owners of this house left us a ride-on lawnmower, but we've got this little battery-powered Einhell for those more fiddly areas. This mower is also really useful for collecting all the fallen leaves every autumn to use in compost or for making leaf mould. The previous owners had raked up each year's leaf fall and put them into big compost bins. It's a great resource to inherit, but I've found that leaves just on their own in this way take a really long time to break down. This big bin here has leaf mould in it, which is about 4 years old now, we think, and as you can see, it still isn't completely broken down. This will make a great mulch to use in my vegetable garden, but using this method to make it, I'll use it up much quicker than we can produce it. Because we've got so many trees on our property, leaves are one resource that we do have in abundance. So I wanted to try and find a way to make usable compost a bit quicker than this. Running over the leaves with the mower chops them up into smaller pieces, which helps them to break down quicker, and then mixing them with the grass clippings, which have a high nitrogen content, also helps to accelerate decomposition. I dumped this into the compost bin along with all my green waste, the kitchen scraps, cardboard, paper, the chickens' droppings and straw, and at the moment I'm producing good quality compost in about 6 months. We've had the Einhell mower for about 3 years now, and we'll put a link below as it's been a good, affordable little workhorse for us, although it would be nice if the battery lasted a bit longer.
But after a sunny start, the weather turned dreek. If you've never heard that word before, it's a Scots word meaning dull, dreary or bleak, usually referring to the weather. It's a very fitting word to describe this type of weather, which we do get quite a bit here in Scotland.
It was good weather to finish up some jobs that I'd been putting off inside the house. I wanted to get the conservatory windows nice and clean before my family came up to stay for the weekend. Unfortunately, the weekend that my family had decided to visit was the same weekend that Storm Ashley was due to arrive in the UK. Some pretty severe storms have hit our area in the past few years. We've lost around 8 trees on our property in the past 3 years, but thankfully there's never been any damage to the house.
With winds of over 60 miles per hour forecast, we decided to make some preparations. We moved the chickens to a sheltered spot and secured the greenhouse as best we could. We often lose power when there's a storm, so we always keep basic supplies such as candles around. Our water pump relies on electricity, so we always have some bottled water too.
With heavy rain also expected, we checked that the gutters were clear of leaves and flowing freely. We've had this gutter overflow before and lots of water leaked in through the kitchen window, so we didn't want a repeat of that. See where that water comes in from up there? You know it leaks in the porch? Yeah. But can you see anything up there? Thankfully there was some sunny weather while my family were here, and we enjoyed a lovely afternoon exploring the coastline. When the storm arrived, we felt prepared and as ready as we could be, but still a little bit nervous that something might get damaged.
The heavy rain cleared up early in the day. Then after that, the wind started to pick up.
Thankfully, we were lucky this time, and the storm didn't cause any damage on our property. We were so preoccupied with preparing for the storm that we made a rookie rural living error. We're not connected to the mains gas, so we use LPG cylinders to run our oven. The gas ran out when I was halfway through making Sunday dinner, and of course, this is the one time we didn't have a spare cylinder. Between the slow cooker, microwave, and our old camping stove, we did just about get everything cooked, though these pastry parcels for the vegetarians did suffer a bit. Luckily, I'd already made this ginger and carrot cake earlier on, so that just about made up for it. This cake is a family favourite. I first made it a few years ago for my granddad's 90th birthday, and it went down so well that someone even asked if I was a professional chef. It's just a Nigella recipe, so I'll link it down below. You should definitely check it out if you're a fan of ginger cakes.
If you've got this far, thanks for watching. We love reading all your comments, so if you've got any storm stories, let us know below.
Hope you're all staying safe, whatever the weather is where you are. See you next week.